My name is Lauren Allen, and I am here today with Bella, the genius behind the Ingenia Club. Start by telling me your name.
I'm Bella Begley.
Awesome. And so tell me a little bit about your club. And first of all, how to pronounce it correctly.
Okay, so nobody's actually really decided on a proper way to pronounce it. In my head, I call it the Ingenia Club. My dad calls it the Ingenia Club. I don't know. However you like is fine, as long as
Great.
you get the idea.
I've heard people call this, they could be totally wrong, but the Ingenia Club, do you know that word?
No,
Okay, cool. Where did the name of that come from?
It means creative minds in Latin, and we were trying to come up with something that reflected it pretty simply, and I thought this would be a good name for it.
Great. So what made you think of starting this club?
Well, I'm an artist, and it's something that's kind of a challenge for me is finding people that will honestly critique your work. My parent, like, if you ask your parents, they're gonna be biased, of course, but I also kind of wanted like a space to be able to learn and see different people's styles and their talents, and just somewhere you can also go to meet people that have similar interests.
Great. So what exactly do you do in this club?
We haven't had our first meeting yet, but our first meeting is on April 30th at the Living Arts and Science Center, and we are having a capoeira group come and present, and I think we're going to kind of go over the details and make sure everybody's kind of clear on what it is that we're doing there. And we will pretty much just introduce ourselves and what we're doing there.
Great. Who is we? Who are you working with for this?
I'm working with, the Living Arts Science Center, and I kind of mean me and just like my mom and the people that have been involved with creating it. So.
Great. I heard that you guys are doing events throughout the summer. Can you tell me about those upcoming events?
I have a list.
That's great.
See if I can get it open. We are doing a clothing drive, which will be starting very soon. I'm not sure. The clothing drive information will be on our Facebook.
And what is that Facebook?
The Facebook is, if I can find it, I have it written down somewhere. It should be Ingenia Club or Lex Ingenia. Sorry, I don't have that on.
That's okay. I'm not in a hurry.
But we will also be doing a pop-up shop at the Lyric Theater, and it'll be a chance for, it's for students who don't have professional clothes, and we're working with the Youth Employment Program and providing like khakis and collared shirts and such to kids who don't have access to those. And that's what the donation bins, which will be up around town. The information is on Facebook if I can find it. But that's the main event that we're doing right now.
What's the date of that event?
July 4th.
Awesome. So is it you and your mom basically that are spearheading this event?
Yeah, we're pretty much the ones that have been kind of the driving force behind it.
Are you working with this through school, or is it just a personal project?
It's kind of a personal project. I think we're going to be working with schools to set up collection bins there, but it's mainly personal.
Okay. What are your goals for this club?
I hope for it to be like something people look forward to, and they can go and present, or they can go and watch a guest speaker or performance that we're having. And I want it to be a really kind of like safe space for the arts.
What do you plan to get out of this personally?
I think mainly it'll be kind of something to do because I think it'll be fun, and I think it's a good way to like connect with the community. And I'm already working at the Living Arts. I'll be working there over the summer, but I mainly thought it would be fun.
Yeah. So we've talked about your mom being a part of this. Why don't you tell everybody what your mom does here that is her part of this?
My mom's a fashion designer mainly, but she also does a lot of community work. She teaches she's taught classes at the Living Arts, and she is really involved with the community, so I thought she would probably be the first person I'd go to for this, because she knows pretty much what she's doing. She organizes the Latino Festival downtown, so she's really experienced in this kind of thing.
Great. Who are your influences in art and kind of all of the parts of this, that there's art involved in this, there's community, there's fashion, there's help. Who are your biggest influences in all of these categories?
I've got to say my mom's a big one because she's kind of always pushed me to be creative. Both of my parents, actually. I've always wanted me to be really creative. I think they're my biggest influences. I've always kind of just, just artists in general. I follow a lot of artists on Tumblr or Instagram or etc. And they've also expressed kind of similar things, that they also want people to make comments on them, and they want to meet other artists. So that's something that really influenced me in creating it.
What are your future goals? What do you know what you want to do? You're still very young. How old are you?
I'm 14.
Do you know what you want to do with the rest of your life, or are you just enjoying being 14
I'm enjoying being 14, but I've always wanted to do something in the arts, but I want to be, right now I'm kind of set on a storyboard artist or an animator. I like character design, is one of my favorite things, so something involving that would be great.
Do you think you'll get to do a lot of that in your club?
Yeah, I think it'll be a great exposure also to other types of art. I've started doing digital after learning about it, and I think it'll be, and with the new renovations and the computer lab and all the things at the Living Arts and Science Center, there'll be a good place for kids who wouldn't normally have the opportunity to see it to be able to experience some of that stuff.
Very cool. Do you have any artists you know now that are planning to be involved in this?
I'm not sure. Let's see. Enrique Gonzalez, who has the gallery downtown, I think, is planning on getting involved. I know we have a capoeira group. My mom's trying to get a designer who's my age, who she's worked with before. Can't remember her name now, but I'm hoping she can come and present, and just various people from mainly around the community that can give us something new. Oh, I've thought. Her name's Heidi. I can't remember her last name, but she does clothing for people who are in wheelchairs or disabled.
Heidi McKenzie.
Heidi McKenzie, that's her name. I can't remember her last name. But
okay.
She's doing clothes for people who are disabled, and I think she's going to come talk sometime. And
she's a great person. I love her. Very cool. Do you know? So you want just any artist who wants kind of to work in a community?
Yeah, we want a big variety of people.
Very cool. Anything else you want to tell me about this?
I don't think so. I think I kind of covered it all. I gave my speech.